Hello, 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 everybody. How is everybody doing on this wonderful Wednesday evening after another new episode of Tyler Perry's Sistas? It's your good sis coming to you right here for our Sistas Keeper, the live after show and podcast, breaking down most recent episodes of Tyler Perry's Sistas. In tonight's episode, we're going to be talking about season 7, episode number 13. No matter what Comcast, Philo, whoever else is trying to title it 14, this is episode 13. And once we get to the end of the dang on season, we're going to actually see about how they're going to be doing these numbers. Because they're a little bit off. If y'all check your little TV guys, they're a little bit off. But I digress. Y'all, we're going to jump right on into it. We're going to have our good sis Allie Nick joining audibly very, very soon. But for the duration of this, y'all just get this mug. Ew, ew, ew. I'm excited to talk about this episode. There was a couple little nuggets worth talking about or whatever. So y'all drop y'all's ratings on a scale of 1 to 10. What do you rate the episode? What was your favorite part of the episode? You could also just say how you feeling as we get started, as we warming up in this dang on chat tonight. We're going to have a lot to talk about. And in the meantime, in between time, while y'all are dropping y'all's ratings, saying y'all hellos and doing all that jazz, let me go ahead and shout everybody out because Miss Erica James, she was number 1, first in the chat tonight. Then it was A. Noel. Hey, boos. How y'all doing? Thank you to all the members who have chosen to be amazing valued members of the channel. Anybody that you guys see with the little EV behind their name are members of the channel. They took an extra step to support the channel, to support your good sis, and I appreciate you. Love you so much for it. Kelly Hester Jones. I know Shari P is going to be in here. Money Green Tate's probably going to be in here a little bit later. Oh, I see Shari P already. Okay. Let me scroll down. Yeah, shout out to the members. And then also subscribers. So even if you cannot be a member of the channel, subscribing does a world of good as well. I love having you guys in the community. I love having these conversations, and I appreciate you for subscribing. If you are lurking right now and you want to post in the chat, you got to be a member or you got to be a subscriber of the channel. So hit that subscribe button and stop playing games. Come in peace and don't be playing games. You can go ahead and join the conversation. Hey, Just Danielle, how are you, boo? Hey, Mimi Loves Peace. Hey, Tiff Jones. Hey, Kimberly Feld, another member in the chat. Hey, Shaquasia. Hey, Shakina. How are you, boo? DNC Greatness. All these familiar faces. Oh, Sephora D. Hey, boo. Welcome in. Hey, Tambi. Hey, Demetria. Hey, Pink Beauty. Monica King. Mel Cunningham. Adriana. Kayla. Come on. Shaquasia, you ain't get to watch, so we about to spoil it for you. If you ain't get to watch, then it's about to be spoilers going on all up and through. You already know how we do. Did I get everybody? Nikki baby. How are you, honey? Jamira. Hey, boo, hey. Not Trippy giving man advice about balls on Big Bird. Wear his as earrings, child. Hey, Trina. Welcome in, boo. Y'all, we gonna unpack. We're going to unpack. Not Erica James giving it a -5. Not a -5 up in here. Mimi Loves Peace is giving the episode a 6. Mel Cunningham is giving the episode a 6. Kelly Hester Jones is giving the episode a 7.5. Demetria a 5. Pink Beauty a 4. Y'all also feeling this episode, huh? Monica King is giving it a 6. Michelle. Michelle is giving it a 4. Kayla, how are you, honey? Sephora is giving it a 7. Adriana, another 7. Kayla, a 6. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Kayla, correct? Let me know, boo. Shari P gave it a 7. Kimberly Felder gave it a 6. Pink Beauty gives it a 4. Dominique gives it a 5. Chill. I mean, I fear that a lot of y'all that are hovering right around the little 4, 5, 6 mark are spot on. But I feel like what I got from Aaron was like more than enough. And I think that's what's carrying the episode for me. So if I land on a 7 or a 7.2, it is literally on Aaron's shoulders. That entire rating is floating on Aaron's shoulders, at least for me. But I can't. I'm not gonna lock in. I'm not gonna lock in my number yet. Trina gave it a 3. Child. DNC Greatness says, I'm going to give it a 4. I think I'm just so tired of the same old colorism, misogyny, struggle, love, and nonsense. Karen and Pam was that. was the good. Okay, so y'all going to have to explain. Y'all going to have to give me a little bit more as it pertains to the colorism. Because I know y'all are like very great at calling it out as it pertains to Tyler. I personally spotted more in the fandom and in the conversations. I don't necessarily. I'm trying to think about this episode. Yeah, use more words, DNC Greatness. Use more words. Kimberly says it was a 6 for Aaron. Aaron gave everything that needed to be gave. Like, everything. Left no crumbs. Mel Cunningham said, yes, Aaron carried this episode on his back. I know his back hurt. Carried the whole episode on his back. Fatima talking nonsense tonight was a pleasant talking sense tonight was a pleasant surprise. You know, black people. A broke clock is right twice a day. I'm just saying. Hey, Vaughn. Welcome in, boo. Yeah. DSC Grady says, oh, yes, yeah, I agree. Although my initial rate was a 4. Aaron for sure carried, and he carried well. But I feel everyone else besides Karen and Pam kind of were on the same bull. Yeah, it was giving filler outside of Karen, Pam, and Aaron. It was definitely giving filler. And I don't necessarily know if I enjoyed what they did with Karen and Pam this episode specifically. Like, I feel like they could have just massaged the storyline a little bit better. Like, if Karen is about to have mistrust issues with Pam, they could have like eased us into that a little bit better. And if Pam is going to resent Karen, they could have eased us into that a little bit better. Like, they're basically banging a hard left and taking us from, oh, I admire you, you're basically my Michelle Obama, to like, girl, I resent you and I'm going to do whatever to just get you to stop talking to me. And maybe I'm like reading a little bit too much into it, but I looked at Pam like, I'm sorry, what was said? And I love Pam, but like, y'all not going to Sabrina Pam for me. Like, y'all got Sabrina tap dancing on the line and don't know where her allegiances lie. But Pam, stop playing. They can have their little tiffs and their little issues and things that they work out as friends, because all friends are going to have those moments. But not too much. Not too much. DNC Greatness says, but as far as the colorism piece, I'm going to dive into it more. I got you, sis. I just saw so much of the same double standards between Karen and Fatima stated on social media again today. Right. Like, I can get that on social media, but I wasn't clear of how that was showing up in the actual episode. 100% the fandom is colorist as I don't know what. Hey, Chi-Town girl, welcome in. I'm sorry, Shy Girl J23. Welcome in, boo. Now you gotta go watch the episode. Well, we gonna be right here when you get back, I bet. Fatima 1 minute talking sense. Then when he does a follow up on to the sense talking, she ends up with an attitude. Clock it. Trina says, I'm so sick of Danny. I can't wait to hear you go off. I don't know if I got any energy for Daniela tonight. To be more specific, so many were still praising Fatima for how much of a fool she is for Zack, while also saying at the same time the drama of Karen's pregnancy right now is karma. Okay, so you're more talking about the conversation with the fandom, not necessarily Tyler or the writers writing colorist storylines. Okay, cool. Girl, I don't even pay attention to anybody on Twitter, so I wouldn't even be able to tell you what these people are saying. Y'all are my people. As it pertains to this show, I talk to y'all. That's it. Everybody else, I don't know how safe it is out there in them waters. This is a safe space to be able to hash out our grievances for characters, to be able to process, to be able to predict and all of that kind of stuff. Outside of these walls, outside of these theoretical, outside of my digital house, I can't really speak on that. I can't help you. Shocked that Tony expect more from Danny than. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Hey Lynn, welcome in, boo. So the writer's trying to assassinate Karen. I'll go watch it, but if I get mad, I'm gonna swing on the air. Shakita, I don't think that they were assassinating Karen in this episode. I don't think, but we're gonna go ahead and get our good sis Allie Nick on the line so that we can start to unpack this episode. Hey, child, you so messy. You don't watch, you here for the summary. You know what? And you probably gonna enjoy this a lot better than actually sitting for the episode. I ain't gonna hold you. Your internet went out during the Sabrina and Danny scene. The universe was looking out for you. It was doing something. Why didn't it do something for me? Chrissy said, Erica, sometimes when you say you don't know if you had the energy for a character, a classic read follows. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Vaughn C gave this episode a strong 5. A 5 and no possibles. Cha. Okay, let's get our good sis Allie Nick up in here. Allie, are you on the line? Oh, I'm still muted in here, child. Hold on. Allie, you on the line?
I'm here, boo.
Okay, so a little bit low on my end. What you rating the episode tonight?
I'm gonna give it about a 5.8.
Come on, 5.8. What was
I'm
your
gonna give it like
favorite moment
a
from this
5.8.
episode tonight?
5.8. Almost made it a 6.
Hold on, I might gotta switch headphones because I can't hear much of nothing in here. Can y'all hear her okay? It really probably is these little headphones that I use because I don't want them to be visible. Y'all drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear Ellie all right. And I will swap out.
If you guys can hear me, let us
These
know.
big old ones that let me hear everything. Ellie, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, yeah, it was me. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Oh, okay. Now I said I almost want to give it a 6, but I agree with you. Aaron just brought so much to this episode that it warmed my heart, and he just did so much for me this episode. So you know what? I'm gonna give it a 6.
You gonna go ahead and give it a 6? It's Aaron.
Go ahead and
It
give
was literally all about Aaron this
it.
episode. And he
Aaron.
didn't even do too much. His whole presence, his essence, it was just so needed. And we didn't even realize that that was what we needed, but we needed it. I'm kind of low. Let me turn it up a little bit. Okay. Were you about to say something?
Yeah, I was just saying, like, for him being gone as long as he was, seeing Aaron is refreshing, but also he's been like that piece, that missing puzzle piece.
Mm.
And when he is on screen and the energy that he brings and the sincerity that he brings, it is such a needed element within the show.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we got a chance to see that tonight.
Yeah, and to like piggyback off of that, when I think about his sincerity, I think it's just very refreshing to have another character that like is very solid and grounded in who they are. So many of these characters are in flux right now, and they're not necessarily stable on their perspective, on their life choices, on what they believe and don't believe. Danny wishy-washy. Andy doing whatever the hell Andy doing. Sabrina, but Aaron is very much so. He is who he is. He's not going to change, and it feels like okay, this is a safe place to land. On top of him being a very genuine and sincere character in general.
All that. Because there's so many wishy-washy. I love that terminology. There are so many wishy-washy characters on this show. It makes no sense.
All right, y'all. So where do y'all want to start in unpacking this episode? I kind of want to lean to the most least significant to the like most significant, so we can go ahead and get it out the damn way. But what would y'all want to see first?
I'm on that vibe too, Erica. Least
Okay.
to greatest.
Well, me and Allie outvoted y'all. Sorry. We're gonna start with Daniela King.
Mm,
You want to go ahead and speak on Daniela first?
what did she do? Oh, girl.
Nothing. She gives
Okay, well,
nothing.
let me
Thank you
start
for
with her
always giving
situation with
nothing.
Tony. I'm gonna start with the Tony. Absolute nada. But I'm gonna start with her and Tony first. And excuse me, I was just like, okay, the fact that the little girl did ask about the handcuffs last episode, and she proceeded, and we talked about it too. Like she proceeded to tell this little girl, "Oh, it's a game me and your daddy play." You know what? Ask your dad. That in itself, amongst many other things, let me know that Danny has no business watching these children, entertaining these children, even being in the same atmosphere as these children. So when Tony came over, I really respected the fact of him as being a father. You know what? I don't know. This episode kind of gave me mixed emotions about Tony because I'm like, you deal with Danny. You know she's
Mm-hmm.
not responsible. You know she's not mature enough to do this. So I'm not like I understand the initial response of being upset, but when you read the room, can you really be disappointed?
That part. What did you
I'm not
expect?
sure. I'm not sure. What did you expect, honestly? And so the situation with her and Sabrina, I wanted to punch Danny in her stomach. And, you know,
You
I'm
better
like,
than me
okay,
because I would have
first of all, it
cocked her
is
ass right in the right
disrespectful.
ear. Had that whole ringing.
Girl, it's something with me with throats and stomachs. Those my go-to points. The throat and the
Child,
stomach.
I'm gonna hit you right
But
here,
I'm
and
like,
I'm gonna have your
okay,
head ringing.
you said this.
It's gonna be the most annoying hit you ever experienced.
Oh my God. But it's like, you begin to you want to tell this information to Sabrina, but what caught me initially is when she said, I'm trying to be a good friend. To who? You specifically called Sabrina over to tell her this information. You're trying to be a good friend to who?
To who, ho?
Like the way that you
To
be wanting to
who?
preface that, I'm trying to be a good friend. To who?
And what the hell is your definition of being a good
You're not
friend?
being a
Because
good
the
friend,
damn
period.
the standards are in hell,
Girl,
honey. Hell.
they're low. They're just super low. And I think for me, the fact that Danny just didn't come out and say what it was, the fact that she had to use charades to get Sabrina to ultimately guess the information that she was holding, it made Danny's messy meter to me just go up 100 notches. The fact that you were willing to go through all of that to get this information out to Sabrina. So it don't matter if you wrote it down on a piece of paper, if you said it verbally, if you made Sabrina guess, you were asked not to say anything. But then it goes back to the same thing I said with Tony. It's Danny. So was there really an expectation of her keeping this information to herself? But Danny she was Danny. She was Danny.
There are two adjectives that it's almost antithetical, not in my DNA, just completely kind of repulse me when having conversations specifically about black women. And it's two words that I, for the most part, will never attach to black women because I feel like it's always context missing when these words are assigned to us and we don't get the benefit of the doubt. We don't get any kind of grace. We don't get any kind of empathy before these labels get attached to us. However, and Daniela King will be the one black woman slash character that will get me to utter these words alongside a depiction of a black woman, because the bitch is raggedy, has always been raggedy, will always be raggedy. And those two words are pathetic and bitter. You hoes for countless years now have tried your best to stick the bitter tag onto Karen's bill, onto her forehead, onto her back, and the real bitter bitch has always been amongst us this entire time. Daniela King, what in the hell do you get out of running telling this one tidbit of information? While it might be juicy because it's something that is rare, but girl, you literally played charades with another friend who was in a mutual friend group as if it's not going to come out that you actually told when you weren't supposed to tell. You lie about, oh, I'm trying to be a good friend, when bitch, you don't even know what the that is. And then you do all of that for the information to come out, and then you sit on the sofa and do what? Sit there and look stupid and pathetic? You just got joy out of all of 10 minutes of telling this girl's business, and it don't change neither one of y'all's day, life, time, feelings, or emotions. You mean to tell me you're happy now that you shared this news? You jumping up and down playing this charades as if you just can't contain it within your body. What are you, a child? Girl, go to hell expeditiously. And I pray that the writers have caught the goddamn hint as they were writing out these goofy ass scenes and giving Daniela this goofy ass to do, that this is finally the last straw. Because Karen, how many more times do you need this girl to betray you for you to know that the bitch is raggedy and always will be raggedy? I'm sorry. Yes, love black women down. Yes, black excellence. Yeah, give black women grace. But also, some of you bitches are trifling. Some of you bitches are coons. Some of you bitches are bitter. And Daniela is one of them. Get ye away from me, because you're going to bring everybody down with you. I sat there watching that scene like, at any point, Sabrina, you could also be like, you know what? Well, if you're not supposed to tell me, don't tell me. She'll tell me herself. Once she said, who is it about when she told you, you should have been like, oh, she gonna tell me herself. Don't even worry about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put your ass off to the side. I'm gonna save your ass on the side, Sabrina, because I got some words for you. Daniela, you are never trying to be a good friend. You are never actually trying to be a bomb black bitch. And I wish all these hoes set you asunder, because you do not deserve nice things in life. Going off to your goofy ass man, is the punani worth it? Because the same way that I'm over on All American talking about there's no dick that's worth a certain level of just stupidity and annoyance, there's punani that is not worth it. Let's stop playing like it is. I don't give a good goddamn how great Daniela is in bed. What the hell did you expect? The first thing that she said is, this is a game that me and your father play. Go ask him. She literally has no interest, no concern in maintaining any type of decorum or maturity around your kids. She don't even like kids. What else do she need to tell you for you to listen? And I half expected him to come in and be like, you know what? My daughter found these. This is not okay. I don't want this to happen. You just leave with an attitude and get mad at her, but you don't even set the damn boundary. So she's going to get to do whatever she wants to do again. She's going to get to actually move at a low vibrational state while interacting with your children's moving forward, whether you ask her to watch them or not. The lady literally has no concern for your goddamn kids. How are you as a father? I don't even have kids and I'm thinking about this. How do you as a father still get your dick hard for a woman who has no regard for the safety, well-being, mindset, health, nothing for your children? Why is their penises getting up and pussy's getting wet for whack people? I don't understand. Terrible people. I said I ain't had no energy for Daniela. That's all I got, y'all. I guess that's what no energy looks like.
Baby, you gave that.
I don't need any more writers. I don't need any more excuses to read Daniela. I don't need any more examples of her being trifling. I'm good. Me, y'all love you down. You playing Daniela down, but I personally would love to see that girl exit expeditiously. I don't want you to be out of work, but if they can't come up with a redemption arc for you, if they can't send your ass off to a monastery, you gotta go. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Ain't no one else says we're gonna allow you this one. Thank you. I don't say it lightly, y'all. I really do not call a black woman pathetic or bitter lightly at all. I actually hate the whole idea of actually assigning those two things to a black woman. But Daniela, there's always an exception.
Baby, Chrissy Divine's comment has me rolling.
Wait, what'd she
Do you
say?
see what she said? She says, Erica, dot, dot, I don't think I have any energy for Danny. Also, Erica, Danny, you raggedy, go to hell expedition.
Literally.
Baby.
I can't. I literally said I do not have any energy and then proceeds to cuss her clean the fuck out. She just makes me so mad. Like, you don't have to be trifling. You could just not be the person's friend. Like, you could go find a bunch of hoes to run with. Like, for real. It don't have to be like this.
That's true. And I think aside from, I know I've seen these type of comments under your videos as well as mine. When I see people, I call them DDs, the Danny defenders, who just
Try.
completely blow my mind because on a serious tip, when you're thinking about a friendship or a sisterhood and a dynamic like that, it is obvious that Danny does not like Karen, and that's fine. You don't have to like her, but to continue to pretend as if you are a friend, that is to me one of the worst type of individuals that you can be in relationship with or close proximity with. Is one thing when I know someone's intentions and then they trying to play in my face, in comparison when I really don't know your intentions with me or what is really in your heart towards me, and
Yep.
yet you act as if me and you are on the same path. You act as if you have a genuine concern for me. People like that, like, I'm very leery of. And
Same.
Danny, when I hear people say, well, she's just tired of Karen's BS. What exactly is she tired of? Because based on the 7 seasons that I've been watching, sisters, it is clear to me that there has been some type of offense. There has been something that has happened between the dynamic of Karen and Danny that I believe one is Danny's fault, and she just hasn't been honest about what it really is. So it shows up in, like we stated earlier, the fact that you get satisfaction and joy out of revealing this woman's business. You get satisfaction and joy out of telling Zach, well, if I were you, I would go get a paternity test because Karen was, basically busting it wide open in college. Like, how does that bring you joy to someone who you told your therapist is your sister? It doesn't make sense.
But even let's back
It's
up
very
further because
hypocritical.
Danny is tired of Karen. That's what they saying. Danny is tired of Karen. Tired exactly of what? Tired of the 3 years that she was able to ride Zach and you weren't?
Hmm.
Tired of being an entrepreneur, being able to work for herself, make her own money, and come up in life, and you stuck at the damn airport smoking weed on your half-hour lunch break with no prospects? Tired of the countless men who actually have sense and great looks pursuing her because you get pursued by scammers, predators, maybe even pedophiles? Tired of using her credit cards to buy your Amazon orders and whatever else you need financially?
Hmm.
Tired of her being skinny and you being bigger? That ain't my fuck. That's not my thing. But I'm gonna call a thing a thing, and we gonna call out all the stuff, right? That was Danny's issue. One of
Hmm.
Danny's issues. What exactly are you tired of? And all of the things that you're actually tired of, what is it that Karen actually has control over and has used to exact any type of hurt and or malice towards you? The answer is zero, ho. So you don't get to be tired of the things that you so-called are tired of with Karen. Because is she tired of you running up her credit card bill? Is she tired of you being ridiculous? Is she tired of you being selfish? Well, now she is. Because she good and goddamn pregnant, got other things to focus on. If anybody should be tired, it's every last girlfriend that called you a girlfriend. You are dead weight, ho. And it's time for the anchor to be dropped and release. Cut. Sever the tie. Sorry, Allie. You just inspired that because that just came up for me. I don't have notes for Danny, though.
I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad.
They do say that.
Okay.
You're so
Sometimes
right.
we
Like,
just
like,
gotta
oh,
go
she's
there.
so tired of this, and she like, it's like Daniela sits around and does nothing. She don't cook. She barely clean. She smokes weed and drinks and goes to a job she hates. And she so niggas. Half of the time it's niggas that don't even like her. That's all she do. She don't have no room to be tied. What were you saying, Allie?
I was saying that I'm glad. I know, Danny is really a non-factor as far as like how we started the live with, from least to greatest. But when I really sit and think about it, and I'm glad we do this because sometimes things come to me as we're talking because we
Mm-hmm.
come on immediately after the episode. And when I think about the type of individual that Danny represents, taking away the fact that she's supposed to be this comedic relief, or she's supposed to be the character that always has the wise snapbacks and stuff like that. Danny is somebody that every sister circle should be praying against. God, show me the hidden, the secret things concerning the people that surround me.
Mm-hmm.
Because having someone like that, like Danny is one of those people, and I really don't be trying to put my hands on people's children, but Danny really is one of those type of individuals that I really would break her jaw.
We'll have to.
Like literally. Literally, because I'm like the type of disdain and then the type of commitment one must have to harbor that type of animosity towards someone is it's evil.
Mm-hmm.
It is evil. And so I'm like, I don't care that Danny, I don't care who like Danny, I don't care if she ain't that bad. Danny's in therapy, please, please.
Carisha, whatever you
This is a
doing, it's not working.
relationship.
You're not earning your keep, ho.
It's not. It's not. Yeah. But that's all I got to say about that, about her. I think.
Chrissy says Danny definitely moves weird. Sabrina should have asked, what did Danny call her over for if she couldn't tell her something? Facts.
Hmm.
Tony, I felt did a little too much, says DNC Greatness. As y'all said, he knows how Danny is, and I say that as someone who deems her trash, deems her a trash friend. But the way he was degrading her after she explained was a lot. He degraded her? He degraded her, Allie?
I have to go back and watch. Only thing I can remember him stating is that I guess he expected more and that she was being irresponsible. Um, I
I don't
think that
recall none
there's
of
two
lie being
different
said.
parts of how. Yeah, I didn't think it was degrading. I think he came at Danny from two perspectives. One, her being her man, and the other one being a father. And I believe the father
Mm.
superseded being her man in that situation. Because at the end of the day, this is my 11, well, like 9 or 10-year-old daughter who snuck your handcuffs. Okay, cool, she snuck the handcuffs. I don't even think he was really too upset with that. It's the fact of what Danny told this little girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game me and your dad play. You know what? Ask your dad about him. What?
DNC Greatness says, I
So
felt
I
that she
find
was
it
right to kick
so
him out.
interesting.
He did spring those kids on her last minute with no time to try and prepare. And his kids been giving off behavioral issue vibes. I mean, his kids are not the most perfectly well behaved, but also, girl, you live in a goddamn studio apartment. What a preparing were you actually going to do? Childproof. Like, I felt like Danny deflected with that. Like, you sprung these kids on me. He told you earlier that day. And you was too busy trying to swing by Karen's house and give a half-ass apology, but just stay in her goddamn business when you should have minded your business and went home to prepare if you was really so concerned with preparing for your man and his kids. Or you could have just told him no because you don't give a damn about his little crumb snatches and you never will. All of that falls squarely back into her lap. Yes, I think that Tony could temper his expectations because it's Daniela, but also she agreed to it. And the problem is that's persistent as it pertains to Daniela King is that she keeps trying to pretend to be somebody that she's not. And she keeps trying to pretend to be somebody that she could never even fathom how to be. A great girlfriend and a good friend. Just let it go. Embrace your raggediness. Embrace the trash lifestyle that you were always destined to live. Because clearly it's in you. It ain't on you.
I was done when that chick said, "Be mad at your daughter, not me." I said, "What?" I said, "Tony, baby, she shouldn't even have to kick you out. You should have walked out after that comment."
Because we're not even having a conversation with an adult at this point. Like, have this issue with your daughter. Bless her heart.
That was something.
I'm going to say that. Bless her heart. Aiden Wells says, I'm searching for what Sabrina's getting out of her friendship with Danny. I don't get it. I think that Sabrina is the type of girl who just wants to stay friends because of history. I don't think that Sabrina actually thinks about it. I think that Sabrina is such a passive person and such the go along and get along girl that she takes anything. Once she has adopted you in and once you are one of her people, you will always be one of her people regardless of what you do.
That is a great description because I believe that to be true as well.
Okay. Daddy Kakashi says, all right, we're moving on.
Okay, who we got? Who's
Danny isn't
next?
consistent going to therapy. Only Danny can fix herself. And she don't want to be fixed. Don't save her. She don't want to be
Yeah.
saved.
Girl, get out my mind. Get out of my mind because I was literally about to start singing that song.
Listen. Um I fully agree with y'all that Danny for sure is not a great friend at all. I saw potential in her to be in far earlier seasons, but that went out the window a long time ago, starting season 3 in my opinion. Facts. Way back in season 3. I would
Danny
like
been
for
on my shit list in season one.
See, I really gave Daniela a lot of grace because I understood the struggles of like body image and like um desirability and like finding your place or whatever as it pertains to like aesthetics and her physical appearance, and I really understood her
Hmm.
plight with that, but she rubbed me the wrong way with how manipulative and how, to me, she presented herself to be a user. But I always kind of defaulted back to like, okay, well, she's using people because she's insecure, or she's using people because she's trying to feel valued and validated. So if they buy this for her, or if she's able to get away with this, then that will help that. But then when it didn't get better and she just leaned into it, now it's just like, girl, fuck you and fuck your problems because I can't. And now she's sitting her ass up on a pedestal as if she is God's gift to everybody around her. When, girl, you have problems. Something is literally wrong with you. You are not a good person at all. Like, for real. Daniela King, you are a terrible person, girl.
Those are facts.
Moving on. What else does Sabrina got going on today? See, okay, you know what? These writers gonna piss me off. They really gonna piss me off with the non-continuity. It's a bunch of
I
y'all in
bet
a
you gonna
room
say the same
now.
thing.
It's not just Tyler in the woods in Wisconsin cranking out 82 fucking scripts at once. It is a room of y'all. There is no reason why we are getting a replay of Maurice giving her this goddamn shot when he gave her the shot yesterday. Why is he behaving like is
Come
giving
on,
her the shot for the first time? I know that y'all shoot out of
come
order,
on,
block
sis.
shooting and all that kind of stuff, but get it together. Get it together and get it together now. Because I'm tired.
Erica, when I tell you, I had such a confused look on my face. 'Cause I said, wait a minute. I was literally about to message you and say, didn't we talk about Maurice giving Sabrina a shot last week? Because I was like, I know I remember it because we was like, that was such a nice moment, a beautiful moment between the two of them. So watching the episode tonight, it definitely came off as if this was the first time Maurice had administered this shot to Sabrina. I just all I could do was laugh.
It's ridiculous.
all I could do was laugh because it's like at this point you're just insulting our intelligence because you didn't even wait a few episodes. You literally put it in the next episode as if we won't remember what happened last week. I was like, I'm a little offended. I'm a little offended with this,
And
but
it's probably
yes,
because of the
I
block
knew you
shooting
were gonna go
schedule.
there.
It's so annoying. Because this is
Yes,
the perfect opportunity for them to build on this. This could have been the jokes about, oh, you gonna need me now, girl. I'm stuck. You stuck with me for real. You can never get rid of me. Whatever, whatever. You can't fire me because I got to do like any of those things. Any of those things. Child. Kayla says it was like a deja vu moment. The worst kind, because I be loving the feeling of deja vu every now and again, but this one it was just like, annoying to me. And also, I'm going to see Sabrina do more at this bank than get her shots. I'm just saying.
those are facts.
Oh,
Because she
and I
really
had
does
said
nothing but stay in an office.
that's it. She might as well be playing charades just like Zach, as far as I'm concerned. I had set Sabrina aside, but we're gonna go ahead and pick your ass back up. Because whether you passive or not, you actually have good goddamn sense. And if you keep trying to ignore it, you're gonna continue to piss me off. When Daniela is playing these goofy ass games, you do not actually have to subscribe and or join in on the goofy ass game fun, because it's actually not fun. You are setting yourself up to betray your friend that you actually value, that you actually know how to be a good friend to, because you want to roll around in the goddamn mud and the grass and the trash with this pig Daniela. And I need you to get your ass up. Stand up, Sabrina. Stand up. Because you're not even actually intrigued and or entertained by the little shenanigans that Daniela keeps bringing to your doorstep. You are literally freezing your eggs trying to plan for your future in a healthy-ish relationship. You want to have deep conversations, and Daniela has nothing to offer you but goofy-ass quips equating your womb to a goddamn freezer and other people's business. Wake up, Sabrina Hollis. Enough is enough.
I agree with you, Sabrina. Excuse me, Sabrina is one of those people, one of those characters that I have truly given grace to. But I think my grace for Sabrina has just dried up because I think because she definitely reminds me of someone who I was friends with in the past, who I'm no longer friends with. But it's like the moment Sabrina asked Danny, who was it about? And she said Karen. And she asked, were the babies all right? And Danny was like, yeah, they're fine. Okay, then whatever it is, I'll wait for her to tell me. You and I don't need to have another conversation. You don't need to go any further. I don't care how juicy it is or whatever the case may be. I will wait until she tells me. And then the interesting thing is, we're still acting as if the mocktail experience didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I was Sabrina, my mindset would have been, whoa, well, when did you and Karen have a conversation? I knew that Sabrina kind of knew she was going to go over there or whatever. But my question would have been, as a sister, as a friend, how did it go when you apologized to Karen? Bump the juicy and salacious information that you're trying to tell me. If I'm concerned about the friendship and the sisterhood and our history, how did that go?
Period.
Because you have no thought about the apology. How did they come? They come to a resolve. That's not even on your mind. But you're so concerned about everybody staying friends and remaining friends. So I'm gonna need Sabrina to do better.
She gonna have to pick a side. Daniela is forced in your hand. Daniela is getting to the elite levels of triflingness. And if you want to stay aligned with her, then you automatically picking a side just by doing so. And you supposed to be better than that. Kayla doubled down on what
It
you
all
said. The
Sabrina do?
apology did not even come up.
Mm-mm.
Period. You got something to tell me. You all excited. You want to place your raise. How did you apologize? How did you break your toxic behavior and actually stand on business and be accountable to some Oh, you ain't do that? Then we don't got nothing to talk about, as Allie said.
Period.
Moving on. Allie, we gonna go ahead and we're gonna let you go ahead and handle the third least important,
Who you
but
who,
kind of
who you want to do for
entertaining.
third?
Child. Gary
Oh,
Waters.
Mm. Ah!
I wish Gary had some braids so I could say, "What is it, the braids?" Because Gary, what the hell is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, Gary? Like I can't even like I understand that this man is a threat, but like at this point we are at comedic levels of like shenanigans that I cannot do anything other than laugh at what the hell is going on.
Erica, that's why I'm laughing. Because honestly, all I can do is laugh. The opening scene, I am holding my stomach laughing. I said, baby, Gary is putting on one hell of a performance in this
He said,
police
"Does
station.
nobody care about Penelope?" Gary, I'm just Gary. Cut it out.
Baby, I'm just trying to figure out why no one is acting like they're concerned about Penelope. You were the last person who talked to her. I said, baby, did he not just throw homegirl under the bus so smoothly?
Slid her ass right up under there. And he
I
pulled it
mean,
up
slung her.
first. He was in full character. And he could do that with a goofy like Andy because all she gets is like, "Oh my God, oh my God." Like, if it was a real hoe up in there, he'd have got. But because it's Andy, he get to do all these theatrics and it's just like, bruh.
It is, it's so sad. Because I'm like, how has Gary become, I can't stand him, but I like him? How is this happening right now? He's playing one hell of a villain. I can't, I got to give him that. It is hilarious.
He
It is
is.
absolutely hilarious.
It's utterly
But Gary
ridiculous. But
just,
it's funny.
and I know I'm jumping around with Gary, but I couldn't do nothing but laugh at him this episode because even like in the last scene when he got in the car, he goes, "Oh, um, oh, that's my old bitch." I said, "No, he didn't. No, he didn't just say that to Jordan,
The bipolar is bipolaring with that. Because what?
baby."
What are you
I said,
talking
"No."
about?
I said, "Wait a minute." I'm like, "Oh yeah, oh you talking? Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, that's my old hoe." I'm like, "Wow."
Gary
Gary
got
doesn't
split
care what comes out of his
personality. He
mouth.
has to have it. Has to.
He has to have it. He has to. I mean, oh God, he's so diabolical. Because I think just on tonight's episode, we saw five personalities come out.
Literally. And I can't keep up. Like, at this point, somebody, Fatima, you so big and bad. Oh God. Oh God. I totally forgot about this point. Oh God. Madam is gonna take out
Girl, I
Gary.
know you. I know
Child,
where you're
what the
gonna go.
hell?
I know where you're gonna go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The only way I root for Gary not to die is if they're gonna bring Madam and do it as a favor to Fatima. Because what? Please stop. Madam is not y'all's get out of
Please,
jail free card. Please.
I hate it. I'm like,
Either
how could
Fatima gonna get her
I
hands dirty
enjoy
or she
seeing
not. Since she wanna be pulling knives and guns and all types of bets and whatever on everybody. Be about it or shut the hell up.
that? Because I'm like, Zach and Fatima have both had opportunities to take him out if you wanted him gone so badly.
And Zach, you
Fatima,
such a
you had the
thug.
knife.
You so about
You
this
such a
life.
thug.
If it's Aaron, you
You
gonna put
such a
his ass in the
thug.
ground. But when it's Gary, now you wink wink and can you please call your cousin for me, please?
Yeah, I mean, you want to call your cousin. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that. You want to call your cousin to handle that. Why you ain't handling when Gary put the gun right in front of you and told you to shoot him? But you want to beat up the pastor? Man, please.
He wanna lay hands on the pastor, but the damn demon gets a pass. Child. Nasty work, Zachary Taylor. That's nasty work.
Oh man. Oh, they so funny. Gary. Well, in a line with Gary, we find out that the FBI And this is the thing that gets me too, because I'm like, y'all have all this information on Gary. Y'all can take him down right there. Why the hell do y'all need Andy? Why we need her?
And
Y'all have all the
another writer
information on him.
continuity thing. This man, we did not see him come up into y'all's law offices the second time. He was there the first time. Y'all didn't
The
clarify
first
that,
time.
and I don't like that. Go ahead, Allie.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I'm just like, and then is that all Gary did? Because I know we finna tie it in with Andy with Special Agent Wyatt, and when he's in the interrogation room with Andy, I said it amazes me how Andy is this lawyer and how she could be all big bad mother bold with everybody else
Or we supposed to believe
case.
her to be, because half of that is them saying it. I only see Andy cowering most of the time. Andy has not been a boss ass attorney since she got that very first settlement for that very first client when she first got to the damn firm in season 1. Just
That's
saying.
it. That's it. Well, I'm saying I didn't know. I said no, ma'am. No, Miss Lawyer, I know damn well that this voice ain't cracking. Why do you need me? And then my thing is what Special Agent Wyatt said. I said, man, I remember him. I said the fact that he even
Mm.
got more fine is amazing. But anyway,
Hello.
that's not what we're here to discuss. But
It should be.
the fact that it is. I took a moment. I said, "Oh, I was like, I remember you, boo. I do remember
I
you."
remember you scraped
And
her
I'm
ass off the
like,
country back roads when Gary left her there to be fried,
off
died, and
them
laid
back
to the
roads,
side in the middle of nowhere.
okay. And he was trying to tell Andy about Gary. She didn't want to listen. No, his first wife. Yeah, Jasmine. No, his first wife. Because you thought Jasmine was the first wife, and this man was filling you in. I said, yeah, Andy, you. The fact that you still so close to this, and I just felt like it was interesting, even seeing Jordan respond because I'm like, you just told this man all this information about Gary. His sister is connected to Gary. Y'all at this police department, and you want this man to be calm. Don't do anything stupid.
Baby,
I said, baby, it's too
baby.
late. He's in
If
a
she baby
relationship
this
with
boy one
you.
more time, I'm gonna come through the screen and whoop Andy's ass. Cause girl, stop it. Use this nigga name, please. Cause I'm tired. I'm weary,
Baby,
Andrea.
baby, don't do anything stupid. I said, baby, too late. He's in a relationship with you. He has
Hello.
met that stupidity. He already there. He already there. And then you telling him to calm down. Well, if you wasn't trying to have this man kiss all over you and fondle all over you, and then she gonna tell Gary that he full of shit. I said, ain't this the pot calling the kettle black? Cause ma'am, are you not full of it as well? I think you are.
And it's not given that you're
I
that
think you
concerned
are.
about Penelope's actual well-being because you're willing to let days go by and cute ass outfits be assembled while she's still missing in action. Girl, Andrea Barnes, go to
Okay.
hell, please. Please. Please, Andrea. Because I'm tired.
Yes. Because if you were so concerned, and I also think too, if you were so concerned about Penelope, you should have instantly told Jordan. Y'all could have got the upper hand on this situation. But since you allowed Gary to get there first, and he's trying to paint this picture of the distraught fiance, and all I know is that you're the last person who spoke to my pregnant fiance. Now you're the person of interest. Well, why
Clock
did
it.
she call you? Why were you the last person that she spoke to? What happened? How did she sound? So you put yourself in this crazy situation and you're still withholding information. So now you're sitting in Jordan on this duck hunt to find First of all, okay, are we done with Andy? Oh, well, that ties into Fatima.
Yeah, them
I don't know
sitting
how you
and
want to do it.
gossiping. Oh, I'm just so sick of my drama. Like, what's you got going on? None of this is your drama, Fatima. You could wash your hands of it today, but you won't. You just dig yourself a little bit deeper. This isn't your problem. This is Zachary's problems. Let's be fucking for real. And don't persuade Andy to not talk to the FBI when you're not actually offering up any help except for a goofy ass butcher knife for a random ass office ransack, which actually results in absolutely nothing. You don't want Andy to speak to the damn FBI. She's a civilian. She needs to, and she can't fight. So, are you going to take on the charge of being a personal bodyguard and or clearing her from these goddamn charges and untying her? Or are you going to take your ass over to the penthouse and get the packing because she shouldn't be there to begin with and your asses don't want to tell her that? Then she need to go talk to the FBI.
I'm just getting so sick and tired. Yes to everything that you said. And I'm just getting so sick and tired of Fatima. And well, Fatima, how do you know so much about the FBI?
My
My
family.
family.
My family. My family.
I said, baby girl, I'm getting so sick and tired of hearing about your family and these mob ties and FBI ties and all of this stuff like this for you to have. I'm just sick of it. Like I need more from you. And then the fact that she came in there, Fatima, what's going on? This is how lazy and writers. I have been very gracious with y'all because y'all are new. Like I said in my last video, y'all are new. I have given y'all grace, but that grace is over, my guys. That grace is over. The laziness in the writing as it pertains to Andy and Fatima's so-called friendship, you always know when they're about to, when Fatima is about to tell Andy Karen's business, because it's always, girl, why you looking like that? What's wrong? Why that look on your face? Why you so quiet? Fatima was in Andy's office for 3.5 seconds. Hell, but she gonna be quiet. Can she breathe? Can she inhale, exhale before she begins a conversation?
It's the I didn't even know
Why
that
you
you
so
was in here,
quiet?
but you supposed to
Just
be my damn
saying.
assistant and I got a billionaire client.
Okay. 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 Fatima, what's wrong? Oh, Karen didn't tell you. She didn't tell you that she's done something that's more rare than hitting the lottery. You know
And
what?
you know that she didn't
I'm gonna
tell her
let her
because you
tell
told
you.
your bald headed ass not to tell her.
Okay. And this just happened a few hours ago. It's the laziness of the writing to me because all of their conversations sound the same. Oh, Karen didn't tell you. Did Karen tell you? You gonna tell Andy anyway. Now I
Period.
understand why in these upcoming episodes why Karen is gonna have an issue with Fatima and Danny. The first thing come out y'all mouth is telling her business. Why? I
And
said
y'all
I'm
not
so
having
sick.
no
I said
business
this
of
is
your
not
own. It's
the
not
way.
good enough no mo ho.
Exactly. It's just not. And this is what I literally was telling someone this today in my comments because they were talking about how like basically like Fatima don't do anything and it's always caring. I'm like, and my thing was, I'm like, this is the type of stuff I be talking about. Fatima will say things and she will do things and then try to come off as if she's innocent. I said,
Mm-hmm.
for example, when she stated well, if they are his kid under her breath at the motel, she does stuff like that. Just like tonight, you revealed something about Karen that maybe she's not ready to share because she's still trying to process this, deal with this, come to terms with this. And now I don't want to talk to my friends individually. I more than likely want to tell them together. And even what she's dealing with on an individual level about how she even views herself, being that she's going to have two children by two different men. It's just a lot to take in. And the fact that you even feel like it's your place to reveal that to her
To
quote
her
unquote best
friends.
friend. Like
Having you
you
on a
got a
her
lot of
friend.
nerve.
Because I don't even think I would have an issue if I got a scene of you actually talking to and venting this to Angela. That actually would attract a little bit better. And that I would have been like, well, that is her friend and
Correct.
they're not in the same circle, so it's not actually gonna get back to her. And Fatima need to process her feelings too. Okay, cool, cool, cool. But you went and ran and told her best friend. Diabolical work.
Hmm.
And as you said, Allie,
I
Fatima has
agree.
been doing this. She has been throwing rocks and hiding her hands. And just because y'all like the way that she look and you like the way that her and Zach look together, don't mean that her ass is innocent.
Those are facts. You want to go to you want to stay with Fatima?
Fine. I'm sick of this
Oh
hoe too.
Lord, this girl, this is the thing that gets me. You've been up for hours research type of crazy that Karen is. Y'all don't know I can't
It's
stand
breaking
Zach,
up,
but
Allie.
then there's certain, he ain't all the way. Oh, I'm sorry. How does it sound now? Is it still breaking up?
It just sounded a little computerized.
Mm,
Tiff Jones says,
I'm
see, that's the
sorry. It sounds like
responsibility
that.
of a sensible woman who would have to show some care when it comes down to the other woman's friend group, but she doesn't mean well and wants to push Karen. She's a bully. Clock it. What'd you say, Allie?
How does it sound?
Mm-mm. It's still bad. A. Noel says, Fatima and Andy have been talking about Karen since she hit Zach with her car. Ciao. But people want to play like, oh, Fatima's never done anything to Karen. Karen is just pissed off for no reason. Karen got to say for no reason. Kayla says she always sparks or starts speaking with Andy, then says, oh, I shouldn't say anything. So Andy can pull it out of her. A mess. And the crazy thing to me is you
Kind of
talking to
like
Andy about it, and Andy don't actually ever give you no real advice, for real, for real. So at this point, you just talking to her to be messy because you're not even getting any help in processing your feelings around it and what to do next and reassuring. Like, Andy is giving you nothing.
she almost did the same thing that Danny did to Sabrina.
How so? That sounds better, Allie.
As okay, as far as I'm not gonna say it, pull it out of me. I think
Oh
you gave a
yeah,
great
yep,
example.
yep, yep,
That's
yep.
exactly what happens. Pull it out of me, Andy. Keep talking. Therefore, I can say more.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree. But she's sitting up in her room, which is the living room, for hours, researching Karen's predicament and ultimately Karen's womb. She's basically ruminating on Karen's womb. It's giving, why are you so
Mm,
obsessed with me? But, you know.
it's definitely giving that. And then when Zach asked, what's going on? Like, you got an attitude. The quickest way for me to get an attitude is to tell me I have an attitude. Girl, you got a damn attitude. Stop it.
Stop it, please.
Tell them why you got an attitude. Why
Because
you
you wish
mad?
this was your baby.
Mm,
You wish she wasn't having yet another child by someone other than you. It's not too late, Fatima. You can still get out.
how did you feel when she told Zach he was going to have 3 kids?
I was like, oh, where the other hoe at? But initially I didn't register what she was saying. But she's right, and I think that it's childish of Zach to think that he could just split them down the middle, and that he's going to only be responsible for the one and going to take the other. I'm glad that Karen actually stood on business and said that she's not going to allow her twins to be raised separately. Um, I think that Zach has just a lot of growing up to do, and it just becomes ever prevalent with each new episode.
Yes, I was glad that she stood on business as well with that to let him know, like, no, these kids would not be raised separately. And it's interesting because I saw that Karen got a lot of flack, excuse me, for making that statement. Well, one is Zach's baby, one is Aaron baby, so they gonna be separate. And I'm like, that's not in the context of what she's saying. You have two children who gonna be born on the same day, go to the same school. It ain't gonna be, well, I'm gonna take my child to open house, and then, oh, I guess we're not gonna do that because these are siblings, and for the most part, they're gonna be in my care. So it's not gonna be this separation that we know Zach is referring to. Because I'm thinking, even the last episode when he was leaving, he was like, "All right, bye," like to bye baby only, bye my baby.
And Zach literally bends
I'm
over
like, for real.
backwards, goes out his way, literally is about to have a hernia at any given point because he just be reaching so goddamn far to try to say that Aaron is beneath him. So I do not put it past him trying to say that Aaron's kin is beneath him, or him trying to prop up his kid as like, oh, you the better twin, and like all the dumb shit. I can just imagine. I could give you all a list of 100 things that I know Zachary Taylor would actually let fall out of his goofy ass mouth that would impact the self esteem, the self worth, the mental health, the emotional health of this other child. So we're gonna nip this in the bud right now. No, they're not being raised separate. You don't get to make this a competition. Period. If you're not making decisions that's for the well-being of both these kids, and you're not making decisions that's for the well-being of your child either, because whether you want to believe it or not, the well-being of both of the kids is always going to be tied to each of them and how they're treated. And Aaron has absolutely no problem, had no problem when another one of them were supposed to be biologically linked to him. Have no problem supporting, has no problem showing up, has no problem curating and creating an environment for them to thrive. And you literally want to create a goddamn war zone, but then you want to prop up your kid as if they the damn messiah. When quiet is kept, they might be the slow twin. In the same way that we ain't gonna let nobody say that that's the slow twin, your ass don't get to prop this kid up and try to make it seem like, no, Zachary, no.
Those are facts. Those are facts. I like personally how Karen answered the phone when Zach called. Hi Zach, how may I help you? I say that's right, baby. Treat him like a fast food worker. Yes, may I take your order?
Hello. When she start
I
talking like
loved
HR,
it.
you know she's standing on business.
Okay.
And shout out to the person in the comments that just got their asses blocked today because I had to read some stupidness of Zach don't want Karen still and she need to go ahead and get over it. She's not looking for this man. Okay? How can I help you, Zachary? What do you need? I gotta go. All you hosts, hush.
They so interesting. They so interesting. Continue with that narrative. Karen just needs to leave them alone. She needs to get the clue. Baby, she ain't the one that needs the clue.
Child. The comment said something
She's not
about
bothering them
stalking
folks.
ass Karen. I said, let me stop you there. Block.
Facts.
Let me stop you there. Fatima the one staying up all times of the night looking up Karen's womb, but Karen's a stalker. Let me stop you there.
Okay.
Mel says this just goes to show how petty and immature Zachary Taylor is. Period. A Noel says I can't for the life of me understand how he can think that he's above Aaron in any way. Fatima really does have his head effed up. I have no idea. And honestly, I don't even think that he believes any of the things that he's saying as it pertains to Aaron. I think that he just says them because it makes him feel better in the moment. I don't think he believes it. It's why he needs to viscerally express it so often. It's why he can't even be in the same room, can't even get a visual of Aaron without his whole aura shifting. Because he knows he's not better than that man.
We want to go to Aaron next.
Well, actually, wait, because DNC Greatness just popped up something, and it just stirred up something that was like in the back of my mind, but now it's making its way to the front of my mind.
Happened?
DNC Greatness says, I know he'll try getting her back in the end after he changes too late. He has had enough time to get it together. Not only was he terrible to her, he's childish about these innocent babies too. Yes, because am I the only one who was consuming Zachary's conversation with Mr. Aaron and feeling a little bit like, are you jealous? What's happening here? Why does Aaron have to say that y'all are not together? Why does Aaron have to say this, that, and the third? Like, and he's like, you sure? And like, Do you want her back, Mr. Taylor? What's stirring on the inside of you, Mr. Taylor? What's going on? Do mind, like, curious mind wants to know. Please share with the class.
Well, I'ma just throw this out there. I don't believe that there has ever been a time that Zach has not wanted Karen back.
Ooh,
That's just how I feel.
say it.
I don't think there's ever been a time he hasn't wanted her back. I think that there is a lot of pride there. There is a lot of something that Zach needs to prove to himself. And I also feel that Aaron is such a sensitive point for him. And what I always have, what I will say I respect about Karen, because I'm getting a lot of people bringing up old stuff that happened in Sisters with Zach, Karen, and Aaron. And one thing I will say I do love about Karen's character is that I don't always agree with her antics, but I do appreciate or her actions, but I appreciate that she always stands by them and
Mm-hmm.
doesn't make excuses for them. And the one thing I really appreciated about her character was at the end of season 1 when Zach was in the hospital, and she told him that she wanted to see what could happen between her and Aaron. So it wasn't like I'm going behind your back or I'm doing something that you're not aware of. I'm telling you because I've had so many people within the last 2 weeks of the show been back on bring up the fact that everything changed when Zach caught her in the hotel. I said first of all he didn't catch her, his ass broke into Aaron's hotel room. And secondly, they were not together. And a day and a half later, he was sliding in Fatima. So what's the problem? She was honest about it. I think Zach's feelings were so hurt because he's one of those men who can go and cheat, but you bet not. I can go cheat and I'm expecting you to take me back. You go cheat one time, I'm done with you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the mentality I feel like he has. And I just think, Aaron is that constant reminder of what I lost. You're the reason that I lost is that something that I probably felt will always belongs to me, her heart, all of that. And to see it with
Mm.
you, I don't know how to function with you. I'm always on high alert when you're around
Mm.
because you have something that I want. I just don't believe that Zach is in a place to really even consider that because I feel like even when he got with Fatima, everything happened so fast because
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to understand how you tell a woman, I want you and her. I don't know why I love her so damn much, but I do. Fatima knew all of this stuff, and yet you decided to stay. So, in my opinion, Fatima, you ain't got ever, none, never should have anything to say because this man, he was honest with you from the very beginning. It ain't no man walking this God green earth can look me in my face and tell me I want you and another woman, and not just sexually. He's in love with this other woman. I'm just there like, well, okay, as long as you be giving me what I need, I'm good. What? No. The fact that Fatima even allows that to feel like he had it like that. No, ma'am.
We got a poll up, y'all. Does Zach want Karen back? Go ahead and cast your vote, yes or no. Allie over here dropping big gems, clocking Zach for what it
We had,
is.
we had to bring it back because I'm like, I've just been getting so many comments really about this. And what I have really, I would say, just accepted is that when Karen is not giving Zach any attention, when Karen is not saying, calling Fatima out her name or doing any of the things that are driven by her emotional state, people love to bring up the fact, well, she need to leave him alone or Zach don't want her. You can even sense the nervousness in the fandom when
Mm-hmm.
Zach comes around and he's a little too nice to
Mm-hmm.
Karen or he's acting a little too concerned with Karen. People want him to be angry that she's carrying his child. Why Why?
Yep.
I love excited Zach. Like I'm not gonna lie, I can't stand the bastard, but I love excited Zach. You know what I'm saying? I
Yep.
love how and I love the Val face when he lights up talking about the
Mm-hmm.
children, talking about not just children, excuse me, Michael and baby girl, as he so eloquently said today. I said not baby girl.
Yes, baby girl. Baby girl.
I said okay, Zach, and it was just eating Fatima up.
Child. Prospective plan said Fatima signed up for the shenanigans.
She did. Signed, sealed, delivered, and Zach
Hello.
been delivering.
Hello. um Just Danielle says Zach works my last nerve. He wants Karen to accept Fatima, but absolutely refuses to accept Aaron. And why is that? Because it gives, because you still
Mhm.
want to be able to hurt her and or impact her emotionally, but you do not want her to
Come on,
exact that
Erica.
same pain upon you. That's what it's giving, Mr.
Come
Taylor.
on, girl.
If you was actually
We
in
are
therapy,
in
they would tell you
sync.
that. They would tell you that. Uh, ain't no else since I almost said Zach better go to hell, but I'm not gonna say it tonight. I'll say it for you, Zachary, go to hell. Kim said Aaron definitely came off as the grown up in the conversation with Zach. He's always the grown up, and I just love that for him. I love that for him. I did. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I did for a moment say, Aaron, are you drunk, baby? Because Karen was like, yeah, y'all need a ref, so don't go talk to him. And he's like, no, it's different now. I was like, Aaron, where? Just last night, the nigga couldn't even see you walk through the door and keep any kind of coof and or decorum. How's it different now? Your wishful thinking is all cute and all babes, but it don't apply to Zachary Taylor. When you go deal with Zachary Taylor, you hopping your ass in the gutter. Take your realism with you, not your optimism, please. Okay? Realism.
Baby, when Aaron said it's different now, I said, since when? He called you a clown 3 times yesterday. Baby, ain't nothing different. He called you a clown when you first walked in the house. He called you a clown when Karen showed you the stuff first. That was your name last night. Clown. Ain't nothing changed
Not a
about this
thing.
situation.
Not a damn thing.
I said, like you said, baby, you got to come a certain way with Zach. I said, Zach. Aaron is really different because it was like, okay, it's man to man. When Aaron dropped that F bomb, I said, oh baby, he in his bag now. Come on, Aaron, give
Because
it
now
to
you
him.
playing with the
I'm here
children.
for it.
You playing with the children, and I don't appreciate that. I could take a little bit more gritty, Aaron, for sure. Y'all, vote in the poll. Do you think that Zach wants Karen back? Yes or no? The poll's at the top of the chat. Also, give this video a like while we are promoing and telling y'all to do things. Hit that like button for your good sis, pretty please. DNC Greatness says exactly. Zach always has been and still is a hypocrite, and he for sure blames Aaron for losing Karen in a sense when it was him who pushed her away. Clock it.
Mm,
This
I like
also
that.
DNC Greatness says the Zatima cult hates Zach being nice to Karen because they know deep down, although they'll never admit it, he is still in love with her and will only be able to lie to himself, but so much longer. Not you waking that up. Ooh,
Baby,
child.
tell you, because once he sees this woman give birth to his child, oh, that's gonna be, oh,
Ooh,
it's gonna be, they can tell.
baby. I'm actually looking forward to that.
Ooh, that's gonna be something.
2 more minutes, y'all, for the poll, and then we're
We
going to announce the results. Fatima knows Zack
Oh,
could get
okay.
back with Karen at any time. And then she making us all pay for it. Because, girl, your man is not to be trusted. You were a decent woman before you jumped your ass into the damn trenches with this nigga. You can always go back.
Because, baby, you're just going, your stress is my stress. No, baby, your stress, your damn stress. I ain't finna be stressed. Your stress is my stress. I said, girl, you're gone.
I
You're
said, bless her
gone.
heart.
You are
Bless
so
her.
far gone, Fatima.
I said, I'm going to touch your hands when I say this. You're stupid. And you in law
And I
school.
hate
So
this
you
for
had no
you.
room to be stupid. But go ahead. Do your thing, 21. That's all I got for Fatima. Because, girl, what the hell? What the hell?
She just...
Zach gets to do the very bare minimum. And you hit him with, your stress is my stress. Off the bare minimum? I swear. I wish I was a cruddy. No, I don't wish I was cruddy. But I kind of want to know what it feels like to be able to do the very bare minimum, not know what excellence look like, smell like, nothing. And somebody just ride till the wheels fall off. I don't even know if I can be mad at Zach anymore. Like, she's requiring him to do absolutely nothing. Why be better? Why?
That's some real talk right there.
I suppose. Anything else
Some
we
real
missed,
talk.
y'all? All right, 10 minutes, 36 votes. This is your last chance to place your vote. Does Zach want Karen back? Yes or no? I am closing the poll. Get your vote in. I don't get to see who voted what. So if you're worried about somebody knowing that you voted yes or no, I can't see it. I can only see the number of votes total. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. All right, we ended the poll. 70% said that Zach wants Karen's ass back. He's trying to spin the block on Karen Motts. 70% says Zach trying to spin the block on Karen Motts. And
I honestly didn't expect it to be that high.
Really?
Wow. I like that. There's some truth up in here tonight.
70%. Wow. Okay, y'all. Perspective Plan said Zach thought that he could break up with Karen and no one else will want her, almost like he put her on the shelf while he's with Fatima. Wake that up. Yeah, exactly.
We need
But the problem started and ended, Zachary, when you started thinking. Ain't nobody tell you to think, babes. Nobody told you to think. You don't do that well.
you don't do it well. And in the words of my favorite line in the movie The Sandlot, if you were thinking, you wouldn't have thought.
Clock it.
Period.
Kim said that. I thought it would be around 90%. Child, the way that the lurkers be.
Right, that's what, yeah.
Bless y'all lurking hearts. How y'all doing? Ellie, I'm being messy. Annabelle says Zach never wanted to be away from Karen. She broke up with him and thought she'd be back like all the other times. Aaron threw a wrench in the plans. Fatima was convenient.
Oh, can we stay there for a brief moment? Just for a brief moment.
Ellie, go ahead and read it one more time just so we clear. Because Annabelle's going to give us a gem. But every now and again...
Of what AOL. Yes, ma'am.
She going to give us the iconic... Listen.
Baby, that was so on point. And that comment was so necessary because a lot of people choose to have selective amnesia. Fatima was convenient is the God's honest truth. Let's not forget the day before, excuse me, the day of when Zach and Fatima had sex for the first time, he didn't even remember homegirl's name. He had to pull the piece of paper out his back pocket while he was in jail to remember what her name was.
Wake that up. Wake that up.
And not only that, she takes him home. She bails him out, takes him home, take him to get something to eat, let him take a shower, whatever. Zach is who he is.
But wait,
So
wait,
he
wait,
sweet
wait. What
talks
is he
him.
being bailed out of jail
Go ahead.
for? Why was he in jail?
What did he do? Broke into Aaron's hotel room. And
To see about
Fatima
who?
dropped him off
Who
at
was he
the
trying
girl
to
that he's in
see?
love with.
Oh
He
my
trying to see
god.
what Karen doing.
Child.
He trying to see Karen. And what does Fatima tell him? I don't know about her, but you're obviously still in love. Uh-huh. Then the next night, he got you pinned up against the wall in your house because he done told you how awful his ex was to him and how she always talked bad to him. The same ex who you just dropped him off to go look because he just knows she with another man. So Fatima, you were convenient. You were convenient sex. You were a convenient place to live. And not only that, you knew the dude for what, 48 hours and you already gave him the keys to the company truck? Such convenience. He had to pay no rent. Well, he paid, but not in
Ooh,
cash.
ooh.
You were convenient. He treated you like you were convenient. He asked you how many dudes did you sleep with in the program because you was giving it up a little too easy. You gave it up a little too soon. So you got to do this with other people. I'm just saying because I can't be the only one.
It was giving your perfect addict. So how much practice you had? Ooh,
How much practice you
ooh,
had, ma'am?
ooh. I'm gonna read A Noel's comment one more time for those in the back of the cheap seats. She said Zach never wanted to be away from Karen. She broke up with him and thought that she'd be back like the other times. Aaron threw a wrench in that plan. Fatima was convenient. And Ellie just gave y'all a history lesson on how that convenience actually manifested.
Yeah, we got to deal with it.
Hmm. Ooh,
Cause people
Jamira
be
says I'm
loving
gonna go
on
ahead and put
Fatima.
2 on it too. I got matter of fact, Jamira said I got 5 on it because not only is Fatima convenient, but he is in love with the idea of Fatima. Hmm.
I agree with that. I agree with that. And that idea, and Fatima and Zach, I don't doubt that there are real feelings that exist between them. But to me, it really goes to show just how much stock some women will put into a man's penis. Because
Baby.
for a long time, that's what Fatima was praising, even when talking to Andy. It was about how good Zach, the things that he was doing, how well he made her feel, and not only with the sex, it was about how he didn't have a good home life, his upbringing. So not only do you get penis, but you get the super sad sob story. Not that the things that Zach was saying was not true, but he did it to his benefit. Men, a lot of those men who don't really be working and don't really have like they really can't provide, they know how to lay pipe and they know how to tell you about how their grandma died, how their mama treated them. You better Zach is that person. And Fatima ate it all up. This man fed you with all these, all of these things. You gave up your home. Ain't no way in hell. So when I be looking at people who give Fatima so many props, I'm like, really, Fatima is a bird. And I don't think I've ever called her that. I know a lot of people have,
I
but
do.
she really is like, I know you do. I don't really use bird. I don't really say bird, but like Fatima is one of those women where it's like, dog, are you serious? Like you really can't be serious. And the idea of her being, propped up.
Mm-hmm.
as she's the ideal of. I'm like, she has a Zach of all people. It's keep that penis away from me. Keep that away from me.
Immediately
I ain't
no.
gonna lie. One time
Immediately
I
no.
was dealing with this dude, right? I was dealing with this dude, and I've said on here before, I can't deal with people who I feel I may, lose control of myself with. The idea that I was gonna miss work to have a day of sex with him, I had to leave him alone. Cause baby, you can't mess with my money. And the fact that I'm thinking about this and I would actually do it, that means you're a little too strong for me. I need my coffee a little less strong. I got to be done with you. It ain't you, it's me. Bye, we're done. I ain't say it like that, but it's like, I can't do that. No, no, sir. I'm sorry. You're a little too potent for me.
Not a little too potent.
Mm-mm.
I ain't
You're a
miss
little
work
too
now, but
potent. I
I
can't do it.
definitely made excuses for being late a couple times. But that's just how it go, Ellie. Every now and again it's okay.
You be late. You be late, but to use my time, use my
Child.
vacation, my sick,
Oh no,
I
no
can't.
ma'am, no
Now
ma'am.
you my husband, then of
I was
course,
about to say
husband,
that.
I'll
Now a
do that for.
husband,
Yeah.
f that job.
Husband, I do it. Look, dude, I'm just no.
But you know what just came up while you were talking? Something that disappointed
What's
me
that?
about Fatima in this episode, or maybe it's like been gnawing at me in various episodes over the course of like the last two seasons, because I think that we're seeing an uptick in it in the most recent seasons, because she wasn't like this before. I don't appreciate how Fatima talks about Aaron, especially given the fact that they both entered the series with the same premises but just in different genders for different characters. And if Fatima wants me to believe that she's a dope ass woman and she actually got good sense regardless of all the goofy that she's doing on Zach's behalf, then you would actually be able to see all of the great in Aaron. And like, yes, in this episode she was pushing him to go and talk to Aaron, but like I still feel like there's this tinge of like, well, Aaron got to be the perfect guy, Aaron, and I'm just like, when the hell did this become your mindset around Aaron? When the hell did you adopt Zach's opness of Aaron into your psyche? And are we now sharing a
Mm-mm.
brain? What's going on?
I peeped that too. I peeped that too. Even when Zach came in and was replaying his interaction with Aaron, and she's laughing. Oh, you sound just like him too. I said, no, he don't.
He don't sound like nothing like him,
He
because
sounds
Aaron sounds
absolutely
like
nothing
sexy
like him.
smartness, and Zach sounds like dum dum
Okay.
diddy. Period. Pooh.
And it's almost like it's been a build up. Like you said, I think the first time was, I think I remember the first time. I think it was the first time they ever like interacted was at the gym, and Aaron went over there to talk to Zach, and he spoke to Fatima, and he was like, "Oh, don't do that, don't do that." And I was like, "Okay, you doing a little too much, but all right." And then when Zach and Aaron got into the fight at the restaurant, Fatima was there, and then even when they was at Karen's house when Fatima walked in unannounced, she was looking at Aaron all sideways, like, if you do something, I'm gonna jump on you. And it's like, I'm gonna need you to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I did appreciate what she told Zach that he does need to have a conversation with Aaron due to the co-parenting situation. Like, I did appreciate that, but it's like your exactly. Like, when did you adapt this particular perspective of Aaron when this man has done nothing but been respectful to you? And it was almost a contrast with the conversation between Karen and Aaron because, like she said, like when y'all two get together, there needs to be a referee. And she didn't say, well, every time you get around Zach, that's Mr. Thuggy McThug over there, Mr. Thuggy McThug. So you might want, like, she didn't do that. She didn't put Zach down. She didn't, say, well, Aaron, you know what happened last time. You dealing with somebody with erratic behavior. She didn't do that. She was like,
Mm-hmm.
well, whatever y'all decide to do, just keep me out of it. And I could appreciate how she responded to Aaron in that moment as it pertained to him and Zach having a conversation. It was completely different to how
Mm-hmm.
Fatima and Zach were speaking of Aaron.
Yep.
So yeah, that
I
was interesting.
agree. All right, y'all. Is that it? Did we miss anything from the episode?
Yes, did we talk about Aaron being the investor to Pam's business?
We did, but I didn't really take much. I mean, we knew that.
I didn't know that.
Aaron, when Aaron called, remember he was driving in that bum ass black turtleneck, and we got that little smidget,
Girl.
that little taste, that little teaser. Aaron, a few episodes back, and Pam was like, "Let me run something by you." That told me then and there that he was gonna give her the money.
Girl, when I tell you, I think I was just so excited to see Aaron.
Mm.
I don't even remember that. But yes, I was like, oh my God. Like it was the first time. I was like, oh, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Like I did love that part. But yeah, that was yeah. And I'm trying to think, are we done with Trey from this point? Are we not gonna see him no more? I don't mind if we don't. I like how Karen handled that situation. I like how he handled that situation because
I
he
didn't
wasn't
appreciate
immature
him
about it.
coming
He was
back and
good.
asking again like he had never asked before. You've already done this. She said no the first time.
I know,
I'm over
but he's
it.
young. He young. He just wanted her to look. I look good when I'm not in my work clothes type of vibe.
Boy, your work clothes is a polo and them tight ass jeggings. Relax. It ain't that much different.
I'm gonna miss old Tinder on the train, but he can go.
I'm just, if they would have just had him be the little neighborhood Ivan, cool. But it just doesn't feel like that. That feels like at one point they were really trying to push it on her. And I was like, Karen, don't you fold. Don't you fold. And I'm glad that she didn't. But it felt like at one point she was going to. And I'm just like, golly, everybody that's interested in you, you don't have to date. Like, you do not have to reciprocate interest in people just because they're interested in you. It's really not that
Mm,
serious.
yeah,
But this time she made it very clear he accepted it. I guess the best part about that is we got the whole dialogue around. Well, if you want to stop coming around because that was you only wanted one thing, and he's like, no. So that I guess for the kids in the back and in the fandom to see that there's a lot more value to a woman than her punani and your desires to get in between her legs. We'll see. I don't know if this is the last that we'll see of him, but maybe it's the last that we'll see of him talking so damn much.
yeah, because I liked it better when he was cute and on mute. I really did.
Y'all know how I felt about him from the very jump. It gave child. But going
Oh
back
yeah,
to Roots of Riches, Aaron investing and Karen potentially having a problem with it. I got what they were trying to put down, but I also was like, Karen, not too goddamn much. Cause I don't and you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and clock my own T and call myself biased in this regard because I am losing grace for Karen in the vicinity of Aaron. I'm just like, girl, this man literally wants the best for you in anything that you breathe on. So like, relax. You do not have to be putting up so many boundaries and throwing up walls this damn hard. Because had you did that with Zachary Taylor, who was a literal demon walking, we wouldn't be in some of the circumstances that we have been in, and we wouldn't be healing from some traumatic ass moments. I don't think it's a problem with him investing in Rich to Riches. I don't think it's a problem in Pam nor her telling her. You got a lot going on. And yes, I do think that she's valid. Like, oh, he probably did it to get closer to me. And if he did, I wish the hell I could find a little, not a raggedy nigga, a nigga who loved my friend down and want to go ahead and invest in my business, invest in my movies. All because he wants her to smile at her. I'm gonna say, girl, go smile at that man so I can get this check, please. Green light this show. Like, what we talking about here?
I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Because after you had said something at the top that started the video, or started the live, about them trying to create some type of distance or some type of I don't remember the exact word that you used between Karen and Pam.
Mm-hmm.
When Pam made that statement, like, well, I don't want to do, well, I'll do this, if I don't want to make it seem like you doing me no favors. And it was a look on Karen's face. She was like, "What'd you say?" Oh, girl, nothing. They normally have that type of banter, but that one was different.
That was different. Cause that felt
That
like it
one
was
was
something
different.
behind it. It felt like that felt like Daniela energy. I ain't even gonna hold you. And Pam just bold enough to
Yes.
say something or let it slip.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, but yeah, but I do agree with you as far as Karen's her demeanor with Aaron, because I'm like, baby girl, I know you going through a lot. It's a lot on you. It's a lot to digest. It is. It almost seemed like she softened a little when he was like, he was excited, he was happy. And she was like, for both of the babies, and he was like, yeah, like of course. And then
I
it was
wanted to
like
be
that.
like,
It
Karen,
kind
I'll
of
bop you on the
the
top of your
wall
damn
kind of went
head.
out
He's
this
always been
time.
excited for both these kids. What are we talking about here?
Right.
And real quick, Demetrius said, but Erica, this is why Karen is putting up walls because of what she went through with Zach. That's my issue. Because I get it. We'll go through some things, and as we're trying to heal, and as we're trying to navigate post whatever that thing is, we might be a little bit more guarded. But then you wind up blocking your goddamn blessing, because when somebody has come into your life and proven themselves to not be that, you're making them actually suffer for the actions that they never actually exacted upon you. Like, she need to get to work with actually healing, because if you don't close up this damn wound, you're going to bleed all over everybody. And I get feeling defensive at certain moments, but Aaron has proven time and time again that he is not Zach. So why in the hell is he suffering consequences that Zach don't even suffer? Go ahead, Allie.
Mm. No, that's a word there. Why she suffering consequences that Zach doesn't suffer? I mean, that's just the word. I hope that we do. I just don't trust these writers, but I do hope we get the opportunity for Karen and Aaron to truly have a conversation, because honestly, they still haven't had one.
She keep
Like
running
they've
from
had
it.
moments of it.
And we
Yeah,
gotta give her grace
yeah,
every
they've
single
had.
week. She walk in the door. Oh, here we go with this. Karen, you lucky you pregnant, because she started to piss me off, Allie. That's my girl. And you can get pissed off with your friends. And Karen was pissing me off this episode, because not too much, bitch. He actually loves you. Uh.
Yes, I feel you, because I was like, I'm watching, and I'm like, why you Aaron? I think, and then when he was like, well, how do you think I feel? I was so happy when he said that, because a lot of the times when we see Aaron and Karen communicate, he never positions himself as an important factor in the situation. And I was just so glad that he said, like, what about me? I have feelings in this too. And I'm like, I don't like how you coming at him though. Like, I understand it's a lot, but you don't have to come at him
And if
like
you
that.
are going to come at him like this, then Zach needs it 2 times over. Because Zach is still getting polite, Karen. And he need to get your ass to kiss. Calling, talking about his baby and half the belly. Boy, if you don't go to hell.
Girl, I would have hung up on him right then and there.
I love you, Karen, girl,
Well,
but you
maybe
fucking
I
up.
shouldn't have
You
said
fucking up
that.
as it pertains to Aaron, honey. And nobody ain't gonna drive him away, clearly, but you getting on my goddamn nerves about it. I tell you, it's
Mm.
just uncomfortable to watch. You sucking your teeth and rolling your eyes in the back of your head at the sight of Aaron, but Zach, you want to get a slight smile for girl. I swear, if I was in the sister circle, it'll be rude awakening after rude awakening. I'll be sitting in that damn salon just to clock Karen doing some goofy shit to Aaron. Fix your face. Fix your face, ho. Hey, Aaron, you want some water? That'd be me all day. Child, if I was Pam, messy wouldn't even be the word. Zach could come up in there. You got an appointment? I don't have you in the books. Go outside, call and make an appointment. Thank you.
That is hilarious.
Mel
You gotta
Cunningham
call
says she
before you
pissed me
just
off
pop up
too.
like this.
Right. Aaron got a call, but girl, Karen, don't piss me off now. I mean, you already had, but don't piss me off more. Because Aaron got a call, and Zach comes with the noise and the drama,
Oh, okay.
revved up by your goofy ass homegirl. And his I wish I was his baby mama.
Ooh, those are facts. Did we talk about the conversation
Kayla
with Aaron
says,
and
but yeah,
Aaron
but
is
ain't his
back?
name John? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a red, blue, one, two fucks. Okay? I don't give a damn about that
And
John
this what
storyline.
we
When I tell you I don't give
this
a damn
what
about
we
that John
not gonna
storyline, child.
baby. This what we not gonna do, right? So that's my baby right there. Aaron is babe. We not gonna discredit him for this random chick for nothing. We don't know that chick. We ain't never seen that chick. She showed up one time and caused this chaos, and we ain't seen that whole since. So in my world, little curly Sue don't exist. John don't exist because I guarantee they will never come back to that storyline, which is gonna piss me off because I was calling him Aaron John for a moment, but that was just such a specific name. But I'm just like, even with that, and we may not even know ever what came of that. To me, that's not anything that I would use to discredit the character of Aaron because he has been constant and consistent since the moment that we saw him. And then I think even listening to Zach to try to tell him the type of man that Karen needs, which goes back to like the question you asked earlier. Why you seem so intrigued about him possibly being with Karen? That's why she walk all over you. You don't know anything that goes on in that in their dynamic or their relationship. What you mean? How she walk all over you? Yet you telling Fatima and everybody who listens to you how Karen only talked down on you. Karen did A, B, and C, which comes back full circle and really points out the fact that Zach, you're a liar.
Ooh,
Because if
ooh,
Karen was not doing all, if Karen was just the perfect woman for you, she don't need no shiny armor, she don't need this, she don't need that. You definitely wasn't Aaron, so why you not with her?
ooh,
Was she walking all over you? I'm trying to understand. I tell you what, don't give Aaron relationship advice.
ooh. That part.
How about you don't do that?
That part. Kayla B also said, but what if Aaron turns out to be like Zach? If Aaron turns out to be like Zach and Karen has actually healed and allowed herself to trust in the healing and the lessons that she picked up from Zach, then she could allow herself to enjoy the fruits of this relationship as it is then, and she can clock the points of turning and make adjustments then. It makes absolutely no sense to put up walls and barriers for an enemy that has not actually even presented themselves and basically blocked out everything, any kind of love, conditioning, sunlight, whatever, all in an attempt to never avoid it when you already have gone through it to such an extent that you actually do know what it looks like. So it's not like you're going to walk into it and experience it the exact same way anyway. This is defensive, unhealed behavior. And this is not what you do if you actually want to go on and be happy. So even if Aaron turns out to be Zach, I think that she could still take every lesson that she has learned thus far from Zach and allow herself to be loved as she wants to be loved, because Aaron is providing that in this particular moment and she is literally running from it while it is happening. And then again, the moment that it stops happening, she can adjust courses appropriately.
I feel you on that. Oh, Jamara said, do you think Fatima could be jealous of the fact Karen got such a good guy like Aaron?
Y'all, I have really grappled with quite a while. I've been on this damn journey of deconstructing my hopes and beliefs and support in the Fatima character. I have gone through my cycle of grief and disappointment of her and realizing that she's never going to be who I thought that she was going to be as she entered the series. But the thing that is still holding out for me is like not truly adopting a full, like, because to a certain extent, I do believe that Fatima is jealous of Karen in the place that Karen holds in Zach's life and heart. But the way that that particular scenario would require her to just be simply jealous of Karen's existence with or without Zach, that I never fully adopted, but I could totally see it now. I'm still very much so struggling with that. Because, girl, when did you become this person? When did you become this who has all the potential to be that girl yourself, and you spending all this time envying another girl who also has a ton of potential and is doing some great things, versus focusing on your damn life and manifesting and actualizing the things that could be really great for your life? Like, that really disturbs me, to think that Fatima is not only jealous of Karen's position in Zach's life, but for Karen to succeed in anything, for anybody to love her. It takes a special type of demonic bitch to feel that, I think.
That's true. And to remain consistent, kind of like the whole Danny thing, to be able to harbor that and keep that and not effectively and actively deal with that. That's evil.
That's pure
That is
evil.
truly a corrupted. Yeah, it is evil to be in that place, and I think goes back to something I stated earlier. Why I can, not that I always agree with Karen's actions, but I respect the character because she doesn't make excuses for why she does what she does, and even the whole thing. And I love you did a video where you talked about the word jealousy, or I think it was jealousy. Like, this is it's a natural feeling. Like, it is okay. It's not putting Fatima down to say that she's jealous of Karen. The reality of the situation is that she is. And to really just examine it, and not even taking it a step further, like you said, not only the position that Karen has in Zach's life, but just in general. And the fact that you remain there and not even willing to consider that just maybe kind of like the same thing with Zach. You're not even willing to consider that you still have these strong feelings for Karen and that you still want to be there. So it's easy to not deal with that if I can make other people think that my time with this woman was so bad.
Mm.
It was just so bad. She talked to me crazy. She did this, she did that. So if I can make people to believe that this was so bad, I can't go back to it. Because not everybody's gonna be looking at me crazy. If a team was so good and I never felt this way before. So I painted this picture to look so
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. And I created this picture to be so bad that I gotta remain in the picture that I have made beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna fight. So I'm gonna give it my all. Not that I really love the picture. I just painted to everybody else that it looked better. And I think it's sad because I think that Fatima deserves better than that on a as a woman watching it.
Yeah.
As I think her character deserves better than that when I look at, and some people who feel like, oh, you just drag Fatima. It's like, no. Number one, I never even believed Fatima would take Zach seriously. That's
Mm.
the perspective I came. I never ever thought that, just because of how she moved and what she did. I'm like, this girl, she just gonna sex him like crazy. She'll never take Zach seriously. And then when I started to see certain things change, I was like, wait a minute.
Now
She
he her
really
whole world, child. Her whole world.
the whole world. The sun rises and sets on Zach. His stress is her stress, as she told us tonight. And it's just like, wow, Fatima, you are really gone. And I know that previews can be misleading, but looking at the preview after the episode, it looks like you're not doing well in school. Maybe
Surprise,
if you had spent
surprise.
3 hours researching Karen's pregnancy situation, you could have put that time toward your law studies.
Oh,
Saying,
hey, sweet cake five. Welcome in, boo.
hey, boo.
A Noel says this is why I asked where are Fatima's friends. She needs some friends of her own to help her gain perspective. Child, she got Angela, but Angela ain't nothing but a damn yes woman. So ain't too much perspective coming from that end of it. Kayla says, I think we all just want Karen to be happy at the end of the day. Agreed. Agreed. Except for
Yes.
the confused fans of Karen's. I.e., this is Hema stands. Everybody but them. um I'm trying to think, is there anything else I wanted to speak on for Karen this episode? I hope that they don't try to dismantle the friendship with Karen and Pam. But next episode we're seeing her and Sabrina to do the baby shower. So cool. But I just don't like them planting seeds of dissent and not addressing them. I don't think that Karen took it too seriously in reference to like the whole Rooster Riches investment, blah blah blah. So hopefully it's something that just was a plot line, a story moment for this episode, and we can go ahead and move on. Yeah, Karen, I'm going to stand on business about I need you to have more smoke for Zack if you're going to have any smoke for Aaron. That's it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I support that. And it's just time. Like it's time. I think that Aaron, for him to be able to truly respect Karen's wishes, whether he was checking on her through Pam, I don't have a problem with that. He did not call her and he did not come and see her, which were the things that she asked. She wanted communication to be cut out. Whatever she asked, that's what. It's been 4 months since they had seen, last seen each other. So I commend him for it. Like he's done what you asked, and it's just time. It's just time. You don't have to, swoon all over him, but you don't have to be like, you got to be rude to him either, or act
Exactly.
like he's a father when he's the father of your child. And I know she didn't want to have a child. She didn't want that, but the reality is we're here now, ma'am. So what you wanted did not matter. You got to come to terms with that, and I get it. But that's still not a reason to treat him as such.
Period. Period. And what Jamira said, Fatima 100% could have her own Aaron, but she chose Zack.
Chosen.
What the hell we supposed to do to help you, honey? And you keep choosing them every single day. Girl, God bless.
I don't know.
God bless.
That is the best. That's the best. God bless. I don't know. Baby, we gonna tell her the same thing Aaron told Zach. Jesus loves you. Because we can't do nothing else.
Not a thing. Not a thing. Uh, is that everything, Allie? Did we touch on all the plot points? More
Let me look
recent,
at my.
in Glow Up Becky. Okay, wait, is this the same actress? Because I'm starting to get concerned that it's not the same actress.
I don't think that's. I don't think it because her. I think her name is different because this girl name is Carrie. I don't think that was the other girl name.
Yeah, that was her name. I mean, that was her name, I thought.
Oh, it was.
Uh huh.
Girl, I don't even know.
I was looking at some old episodes, pulling photos, and then I was like, wait, is this the same white woman? Is this the same white woman? Hey, April, welcome in, boo. You're going to have to catch the replay, honey, because we
That
didn't
is.
unpack
It
the whole
got real thick.
episode.
The whole episode. Yeah, she got a little thicky. If it is her.
Y'all, is that the same white woman that Maurice is reading down, the same white woman who was being a terrorist to Sabrina before she got the promotion? Oh, this one's Carrie. That one was
Her name was
Paige.
Paige.
It's not the same white woman. Okay, I
Did they
thought I was
fire
looking. I
Paige?
was like, okay, because the glow was too crazy. The glow was entirely too crazy. I said, I know this is not happening on a Tyler Perry set. No offense, Mr.
What
Perry, but
did
I'm
they
just
fire
saying.
Paige?
Mm. Come on, Mr. Perry, with the swap outs. Because they got Carrie carrying on like she was Paige.
Exactly, because I'm like, if this is a new person, why do her and Maurice got an issue right now? I don't understand that.
Child. Cause Tyler gonna Tyler.
That is true.
Not them replacing with another little white girl that still got issues. She just don't got issues with Sabrina specifically. Child, I guess. Yeah, April, we already talked about Karen too. We just got finished talking about Karen. So you can literally rewind like 20 minutes and you'll get the bulk of all of the Karen talk. That's pretty much it. Anything else, y'all, that we might have missed? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. If you want to come on and say your piece, I'll open up the Discord for a couple minutes. Just come on into the Discord. If you want to get something off your chest, go into the Discord room, live chat, waiting room, and I'll pull you in.
Oh, Maurice got Paige fired? Girl, I forgot
I remember that Maurice got her like on probation or something because he something about inappropriate stuff on the computer or something inappropriate.
Oh, I remember now.
I didn't know she got fired behind it. I know she got in trouble.
I remember now.
So then they need to do a better job of like differentiating Carrie, because Carrie has the exact same essence with a glowed up white girl look. She literally just picked up the baton from where Paige was and kept running with it.
Those are facts. And that's what was so weird, because I was like, why this girl actually gets along with Sabrina, but she still had that same energy with Maurice. So that's why I was like, I just thought it was the same person.
Exactly. Justine else said, so why are these white women in the bank so hostile? That part.
That is a good question.
Yeah, I remember the storyline of Maurice getting involved, but I didn't think that she got fired behind it. I thought she got like suspended or put on probation, and that is what cleared the way for Sabrina to get the manager role. And that's when I was like, well, girl, you shouldn't be all excited because they only gave it to you because of a lie behind Maurice tying to that damn girl.
I remember that.
Demetria says, why did Jordan think that woman was Penelope? Because he don't know his sister. He barely love her. Because they waited half the damn season to come and show some kind of concern for Jordan, for Penelope. Because other than that, he has only been worried about what's in between Andy's leg this whole entire time. He don't know that lady. He don't know his sister. And apparently that was the girl who was like lying on him.
Oh my God.
They stringing together this Jordan Penelope storyline with shoestring and glue, honey. Child.
Yes. Demetria, I'm so glad you asked that. You asked that question, because I was going to speak on it earlier and I forgot. Because I was so pissed off in that moment, because I'm like, literally, Jordan is staring at this woman. Her back wasn't to him. He had a full side view of this woman. She's petite as hell, ain't got no stomach. You know damn well it ain't no Penelope.
Penelope?
I'm done.
Jordan,
I'm
take
so
your
done.
ass home.
I'm so bad with names. What's his name again? Yeah, that's right. And the other one, I think his name is Gary. What do you know about him? I said, but you have an interview, as you said, and you dress like that. And then she tells you, let's take a walk. I said, I'm done with y'all writers.
Done with it. Done with it. Gum, shoestrings, and a few paper clips holding that damn storyline together. Okay? Why are they giving Jordan more lines? Why?
Oh my God.
Child, because baby, it's giving Jordan, you here to look good, honey. Not too much. Child, you so messy, say Andy so cringe. I think that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm gonna see if I can drop some timestamps for the sections of the people that we actually talked about. Let's make it a little bit easier for those doing the rewatch. Y'all
That's
hit
so
that
God
like
bless you,
button for me,
baby.
pretty please. 111 y'all in here right now. Can we hit that like button? Show some love
Hit that like
to the
button.
live, please. Hey Fumi, Fumi, Alaya. I mispronounced that, but hello, boo. Welcome in. How are you on this evening and
Hi.
or morning when this is finding you? Shout out to the international folks because y'all be
Malaya.
holding it down.
I'm gonna say, I love that name.
It's beautiful.
It is.
Okay, I ain't got nobody on Discord that want to come and say their piece, get it off their chest, audibly. Nobody in the waiting room. Do y'all need the Discord link? Vaughn, could you drop the Discord link in there for the people if they need it? Not Andy, another level of pathetic. Fumi, it's just fine. Okay.
Okay.
He knew that wasn't his sister. He's just trying to get her attention. Ah. So he could have just walked up to her and said, "Excuse me, ma'am." Like
Right, that's all.
Raymonte.
You have to grab the woman.
Right. He grabbed all on her. You looking at just
This
Danielle comment.
Danielle said, baby, at this point, the show sisters has no idea what time of show it is anymore. Is it a drama, soap opera, crime show, murder mystery, or British?
He said it's all of them. It's
Baby,
all
that
of
has
them.
made it's every last one.
It's all of them.
Oh my God, that's ooh, that's a good point. DNC greatness.
Bridgerton is good. Tambi, I did a live for part 1 of season 3 of Bridgerton. It's on the channel. You can check it out. It's really good. It was a really long live, but we got down to the nitty gritty of those first 4 episodes of this season, honey. Discord link is in the chat
It
if you guys
was
want to come in and say your piece. Once you join, it'll take you to the welcome room, but then you can go and navigate to the live chat waiting room, and I will bring you in. That's how you call in. DNC
that
greatness.
Bridgerton live was good.
Really?
It was good. It like you said, it was long, and it was long. But just to give people some perspective who love Bridgerton and they have not watched your video. The young lady, I don't remember her name, the one that,
Naya.
that had a lot to say, Naya. I really respected her perspective
Mm.
on the show and how she viewed it and some of her strong convictions. And it was very interesting when she had a strong conviction about something, but you didn't agree with it, and vice versa. So the dialogue was very good. Seeing
Mm.
certain things from different perspectives, and it was almost like how you did tonight. It was like, I ain't really got no beef. I ain't got no energy for that. Well, no, but you can. You should. And I was like, this is Erica. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. But that was a great line.
That is just
That
so
was a great
me.
live. That was a great live.
Because like naturally, y'all, I either care about something or I really don't. And there's really no real in between. So even when I want it to be like I don't care, if I really do have a perspective or I care, I can say one thing, but it's still brewing. It's still brewing.
And I love that. And I think that's what I love. One of the things I love a lot about doing the live for sisters because we get on right after. Sometimes we don't have an opportunity. Well, we don't have an opportunity to process
Mm-hmm.
like what we just watched is like real natural responses, reactions. So even as we're talking, and then you may say something, I'm like, you know what? That is a great point. And now that you said that, this how I'm looking at it. So I really love that dynamic between us, or even when someone who's watching us how they type a comment, and it's like, whoa, let's just stop right there for a moment because
Yep.
that is such a valuable and beneficial part to include in the conversation. So that is something that I really, I really do look forward to because I'm like, dang. I didn't think about it like that. Or even I don't
Mm-hmm.
even think I've ever. I may have, but I don't remember. But I don't think I've ever stated that Fatima was convenient. And I think that's
Mm-hmm.
a great word to describe her when
Yeah.
it comes to
It's a
Zach.
wonderful way to put
She
it.
is convenient. Mm-hmm.
A wonderful way to put it.
Shout out ain't Noel.
Yes. Tambi, you enjoyed the first two seasons. I enjoyed the first two seasons of Bridgerton too. Way more than what the hell Pollen is giving, which is what I think made the Bridgerton live so interesting because I did it with two of my other homegirls, one of which who's read all the books and like is loving the season down. And we basically took what was going on in our group chat and put it on a live because we were going back and forth and at very different sides of looking at this particular season, and we really unpacked every ounce, every nook and cranny of it. So if you get a chance, go over to the channel and check out the Bridgerton live. I need to cut up some of them clips and like post them on social to kind of promote it because I do think it felt like a really great conversation. So I'm glad that
It
people are
was.
responding like it was good. Queen Charlotte was the best to you. Queen Charlotte's definitely up there, but I've recently rewatched season one and Baby Simon. Child.
Yeah. Yeah. See, for me, Queen Charlotte, and y'all kind of discussed it in the live. For me, I won't include it with the other
Mm,
Bridgerton because to me, Queen Charlotte got crack, heroin. It's just different. That is just they
it's
put
different.
everything that needed to be put. It is so different. But baby, that
Mm-hmm.
season one of Bridgerton, baby, drew me in like I never thought I could be drawn in to a show. I was
Okay.
completely captivated that
Falling.
first season of Bridgerton.
Falling in love and standing on business about this Regency era mess.
Oh, okay. Oh, that thing was so good.
um. All right. I think that's pretty much it, y'all. We didn't unpack it. Look out for the breakdowns coming. Look out for more sisters conversations, trailer
Yes,
breakdowns and all of that jazz. Ellie, you want to
yes.
shout out anything that you got coming this week?
The preview. I mean, the preview, the review of the show. Because I didn't do a full review of last week's show. I just did the trailer breakdown and some little extra videos. So I'm definitely going to do the episode review, the previews, and some extra videos, and even going back to answering questions that people send me because I
Mm-hmm.
don't. I just got a lot of stuff going on. So like responding via email or whatever, it's easier to just do a video because I can combine multiple people's questions at one given time. So doing more of that, and that's all I can promise right now.
And that's a
And I'm
lot,
gonna be
honey.
traveling soon. Yeah, I'm gonna be traveling soon, so I don't. That's all I can
And listen, Power comes back this weekend. It's a lot going on. It's a lot to handle.
promise. Oh, thank you for reminding me.
Yes. You forgot?
I forgot. Yes,
We gotta
ma'am.
make sure Tariq don't catch no bullets.
Baby,
Tomorrow, Ellie, we in sex, okay?
baby, my days have been so jacked up until mom, because I had to go to the doctor. I did so much stuff today. Until my mom told me it's Sisters Wednesday. I said, I didn't even know what day it was.
That's real. The days are
I had
flying by.
no earthly idea. They are.
Oof. And yes, I will be doing power breakdowns. I'm gonna be on it. I'm getting myself together right now so I could be on it. I gotta
Yeah.
come. My homie Mark Dark be holding it down. Shout out to Movie Bot. I gotta get up in there too and throw my little commentary into the hat. I gotta round out the conversation. So I'm coming with those breakdowns for y'all as well. In addition to Sisters, in addition to All American. The channel finna be lit this summer. You see the video, watch the video, like the video, share the video. We appreciate y'all so very much. I also, if you care, I am going live still on my personal channel every single day past my 30-day challenge, but I'm gonna just keep it going. So if you want to get to know your guest list a little bit better,
Yes.
you can tap into that over at youtube.com/Erica Vane. Just it, like Erica Vane No TV. That's my personal channel. Yeah. And I think I'm going to be live with Brillo on Friday to talk about power. So look out for me popping up on other people's channels, because a couple people reached out to me to do a couple collaborations to talk power content. So it's about to be a very lit, busy weekend as we welcome in the 4th and final season of Power Book 2 Live. I mean, Power Book 2 Ghost, my bad.
That's what's up.
All right. Y'all, we appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you for keeping the chat live and active. Y'all amazing additions to the conversations. If you still got some other thoughts you want to get out, or you're catching this on replay, drop your comments in the comment section, because Ellie and I will still see them. And we're going to see you in our next videos. Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all.